Narrated by Umar bin al-Khattab. Once a Jew said to me, O the chief of believers, there is a verse in your holy book which is read by all of you, Muslims, and had it been revealed to us, we would have taken that day, on which it was revealed as a day of celebration. Umar bin al-Khattab asked, which is that verse? The Jew replied, This day I have perfected your religion for you, completed my favor upon you, and have chosen for you Islam as your religion. Umar replied, No doubt, we know when and where this verse was revealed to the Prophet. It was Friday and the Prophet was standing at Arafat, i.e. the day of Hajj. Narrated by Talha bin Ubaidullah. A man from Najd with unkempt hair came to Allah's Messenger, and we heard his loud voice but could not understand what he was saying, till he came near, and then we came to know that he was asking about Islam. Allah's Messenger said, You have to offer prayers perfectly 5 times in a day and night, 24 hours. The man asked, Is there any more praying? Allah's Messenger replied, No, but if you want to offer the Nawafil prayers, you can. Allah's Messenger further said to him, You have to observe fasts during the month of Ramadan. The man asked, Is there any more fasting? Allah's Messenger replied, No, but if you want to observe the Nawafil fasts, you can. Then Allah's Messenger further said to him, You have to pay the zakat, obligatory charity. The man asked, Is there anything other than the zakat for me to pay? Allah's Messenger replied, No, unless you want to give alms of your own. And then that man retreated, saying, By Allah, I will neither do less nor more than this. Allah's Messenger said, If what he said is true, then he will be successful, i.e. he will be granted paradise. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. Allah's Messenger said, A believer who accompanies the funeral procession of a Muslim out of sincere faith and hoping to attain Allah's reward and remains with it till the funeral prayer is offered and the burial ceremonies are over, he will return with a reward of 2 quairats. Each quairat is like the size of the Mount Uhud. He who offers the funeral prayer only and returns before the burial will return with the reward of 1 quairat only. Narrated by Abdullah. The Prophet said, Abusing a Muslim is fuhsh, an evil doing, and killing him is kufr, disbelief. Narrated by Ubadah bin as-Samit. Allah's Messenger went out to inform the people about the date of the night of decree, al-Qadr, but there happened a quarrel between 2 Muslim men. The Prophet said, I came out to inform you about the date of the night of al-Qadr, but as so and so and so and so quarreled, its knowledge was taken away, I forgot it, and maybe it was better for you. Now look for it in the 7th, the 9th and the 5th, of the last 10 nights of the month of Ramadan. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. One day while the Prophet was sitting in the company of some people, the angel Gabriel came and asked, What is faith? Allah's Messenger replied, Faith is to believe in Allah, His angels, the meeting with Him, His apostles, and to believe in resurrection. Then he further asked, What is Islam? Allah's Messenger replied, To worship Allah alone and none else, to offer prayers perfectly, to pay the compulsory charity, zakat, and to observe fasts during the month of Ramadan. Then he further asked, What is Ihsan, perfection? Allah's Messenger replied, To worship Allah as if you see Him, and if you cannot achieve this state of devotion then you must consider that He is looking at you. Then he further asked, When will the hour be established? Allah's Messenger replied, The answerer has no better knowledge than the questioner. But I will inform you about its portents. 1. When a slave, lady, gives birth to her master. 2. When the shepherds of black camels start boasting and competing with others in the construction of higher buildings. And the hour is one of 5 things which nobody knows except Allah. The Prophet then recited, Verily, with Allah alone is the knowledge of the hour. Then that man, Gabriel, left and the Prophet asked his companions to call him back, but they could not see him. Then the Prophet said, That was Jibreel who came to teach the people their religion. Abu Abdullah said, He, the Prophet, considered all that as a part of faith. Narrated by Abdullah bin Abbas. I was informed by Abu Sufyan that Heraclius said to him, I asked you whether they, followers of Muhammad, were increasing or decreasing. You replied that they were increasing. And in fact, this is the way of true faith till it is complete in all respects. I further asked you whether there was anybody, who, after embracing the Prophet's, religion, Islam, became displeased and discarded it. You replied in the negative, and in fact, this is a sign of true faith. When its delight enters the heart and mixes with them completely, nobody can be displeased with it. Narrated by Nu'man bin Bashir. I heard Allah's Messenger saying, both legal and illegal things are evident, but in between them there are doubtful, suspicious things, and most of the people have no knowledge about them. So whoever saves himself from these suspicious things saves his religion and his honor. And whoever indulges in these suspicious things is like a shepherd who grazes his animals near the hema, private pasture, of someone else, and at any moment he is liable to get in it. O people, beware. Every king has a hema, and the hema of Allah on the earth is his illegal, forbidden things. Beware. There is a piece of flesh in the body. If it becomes good reformed, the whole body becomes good, but if it gets spoilt, the whole body gets spoilt, and that is the heart.